there are a lot of great organizations out there doing research, and we know more now. We know that firefighters are more likely to develop certain kinds of cancer than the general population, so that we can focus screenings and get checked more often. We know that there's things that we can do as firefighters to help prevent that exposure. The most common is obviously wearing your respiratory protection at all times when there is an environment that has those contaminants. And the other is simply just cleaning up after a fire, whether it's your gear, the truck, the equipment, and yourself, staying out of service, going back to the station, taking a shower, washing your gear, swapping into a second set. And that is vitally important, even though it sounds so simple, because no research in the world is going to solve the problem if we don't do our part to clean ourselves up and wear our mask at a fire. So we have to do our part. We have to take personal responsibility. Our leadership has to take responsibility and encourage these behaviors, because folks back in our generation, we didn't have this information. And so the dirtier you were during the day, the dirtier you kept your equipment, the more seasoned it was that you looked, the more you felt like you were setting the example of what a firefighter should be. And now we know that that is dangerous. We don't have to go to extremes with it and remove every piece of equipment out of our cab, but we do have to clean the cab. We do have to make sure we clean the breathing apparatus. We make sure that we clean our turnout gear after every run. But we have to do our part. I applaud all the organizations that are doing research and helping us move towards a solution. But there won't be any research that reveals a magic bullet that's going to protect us. The biggest thing is going to be us taking care of ourselves by cleaning up and wearing our mask. So do your part, get screened often, make sure to get your annual physicals, blood test, and skin cancer screening, all of the things that you can do to stay on top of it. I had a buddy who's since passed who had cancer, and in the beginning stages of his, he told me that he had signs, but he didn't want to know. Then once he was diagnosed and realized how far along it was, he said, "Rhodey, trust me, you do want to know.